Now, Adelaide will soon play host to more than 1,000 events for the annual Fringe Festival.
It's all in the name of fun, of course, and this year's Fringe ambassador is no stranger to comedy fans.
Rule number one at the gym. If you're making this noise and this face, take some weight off. You're just making everybody tense. We're all just standing there going, is he going to pop a vein or crap his pants? I don't know, but I'm not touching that machine after him.
Kitty Flanagan is this year's Fringe ambassador and she joins us now in the studio. Kitty, good morning.
Good morning. nice to be here as the ambassador. Thank you.
An ambassador for the Fringe.
That's right. Yeah, I had diplomatic immunity as I flew down here. It's been terrific.
Get to carry anything you like in the case.
That's right.
What does the ambassador do?
I go around telling people how wonderful Adelaide is and why you should go to the Fringe Festival. And Adelaide is wonderful and you should go to the Fringe Festival. Job done.
Nice to see you very much.
Thanks
for
coming
in.
I wish you all the best.
Back to the news.
It seems to get bigger and better than every year, doesn't it? So
It
started
is.
out with a very small beginnings. And how many acts have we got?
Over 1,000 this year, which is amazing. And I think the best thing about the Adelaide Fringe is if you want to be in the Adelaide Fringe, you can be in it. It's not a curated festival. You apply, put your application in and you're in. Which is fantastic because that's how new acts get started and that's how people get discovered.
What I've always liked about just the very idea of the Adelaide Fringe is that it just seems to be an implicit concession, if you like, that the main part of the festival might be a little bit dull and boring. and so we need the Fringe to bring the interesting.
Yeah, because that's the thing about Adelaide. They put everything they've got on during that February-March period.
Absolutely. Their festival, it's the festival of the year, really, in Australia.
And I think the Fringe was really clever. They branded themselves really well. So now everybody thinks that everything that's on in Adelaide during that period is part of the Fringe, and we're happy to take that. So there's actually a lot of festivals going on. But that's the main stage there that they have in Rundle Mall. You can see stuff for free.
Oh, there you are.
See her for free as well.
There I am, introducing a minister by the wrong name. That was great.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't matter. I sent him off. I said, come back again. I made it worse, why not?
We don't need to be told that Adelaide is a good place to stay because it seems that all the key advisors when it comes to things tourism around the world have all decided that Adelaide's the #1 place to visit this year.
Well, have you been there, Virginia?
Oh, many years ago, yep.
Well, go again. You'll be surprised. It's really
Okey-dokey.
come on a pace. No, they've opened up all the laneways. They've got fantastic cafes, restaurants. It's some of the best food culture you'll find.
I know a city in Australia that did that first.
Yeah,
actually.
well, and why not? Why not take that as an homage? Why does Melbourne have to get so snooty about it? Why can't you just look at it and say, look, Adelaide said that's a great idea. We're going to do it too. I think Adelaide's to be commended for looking around and saying, what's the best bit everywhere's got? Let's take all the good bits and put it in Adelaide. They're brilliant.
How much money comes with the ambassador's job?
I do it for free. I do it for love.
Oh.
How much do you get?
Oh, that's been made public. We know that already.
Nice question. Now, you can use your newfound...
Good answer.
Fantastic answer. You should go into politics. Newfound diplomatic abilities to answer this question. Do the organisers ever say no to an act? I know you said it was open to everybody.
I'm not sure. I actually don't know. But I think that's what I like about it is the fact that you can take a risk when you're going to see stuff too, because there's events of all, you can see something really expensive or you can see something cheap, you can see something for free. So you can take a risk, you can take a punt, you can see stuff, like in the mall, we've got a big parade.
Yes,
I'm in the parade.
Do you get to wear a funny costume and,
I do.
and a crown?
I do. I thought I had to come up with my own float and I'd come up with this great idea.
I'd demand a float if I were you.
Yeah, well, I thought I would be really creative and I said, well, what about a petting zoo? And they said, no. I have to go in this giant costume and be pushed down the street. It's going to be fantastic. There's
like 7
or 8 of them. It is. It actually is. Have you seen it?
Is it a Dolly Varden?
It's like an enormous Dolly Varden and there's 7 of us and they're all the sirens of the festival representing all the comedy, cabaret, music, dance, children's circus, all the different categories.
Can I ask you about comedy just for a moment? Because there's never been a time, I don't think, in Australia where there's been so much of it.
Yeah.
Either on TV, drama, and drama comedies and the like, whatever you want on stage. What are you seeing as sort of the new and interesting trends, if there are any, when it comes to comedy in Australia at the moment? Is it evolving into anything challenging or interesting?
I recently, when I was working up my own new show, I went and did some comedy clubs, which I haven't done for a while, and I got to see a lot of the new, younger comedians.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic because I had got a bit disillusioned and thought, it's all a bit sort of boysy doing, I was having sex with my girlfriend work. And I actually got to see a whole bunch of new comedians, young people, just being really intelligent and really forward-thinking with their humour. And made me feel really pleased about the future of comedy.
That's
There's
good.
some fantastic new acts, and especially in Adelaide. I went down there recently, hosted a whole bunch of the new Adelaide acts coming through. So, yeah, I would say support your local acts when you're out at a festival.
There's your tagline for the Adelaide Fringe Festival.
Support your local.
No, Adelaide. It's funny.
It is funny. It is.
I think a lot of Australians might agree with that. Kitty, really nice to see you this morning. Thanks for joining
rude.
us.
So rude.
She's rude,
How
isn't she?
dare
We
you?
love Adelaide.
Yeah.
We love Adelaide.
Don't say it in such a patronising way.
You should go.
We love Adelaide.
Kitty, I was only there last year and loved it. I was
And
there
you
for
are
the
Well,
welcome.
yes.
Please come back any time.
Thank you.
You can stay in
Thank you
Melbourne in
very
your
much.
laneways.
No worries, I'll
Yeah.
stay there. See you, Kitty. Thank you. I've been exiled to Melbourne to a laneway. It doesn't get worse
It'd
than
be
that.
tough, wouldn't it?
That'd be hard.